Hello again. So today's video is a little journal with me. I did a poll both on YouTube and Instagram, and journal with me seemed to be the more popular style of video. But I will, of course, make all kinds of different videos. I just wanted to get an idea of what you guys enjoyed watching. But yeah, so this video, I received a few items from a pen pal, and so I just wanted to use some of those items in a journal entry. I've just been feeling a little, unmotivated this past week. Work was a little bit more intense than it has been in the past, and I'm just feeling just kind of a little blah. So much so that I just haven't been feeling like journaling lately, so I haven't been journaling as often as I had been in the past or previously, so I feel like finishing up this particular volume has taken longer, or it just feels like it has taken longer. Typically, I would say I, finish these little journals, I would say in about maybe 4 to 5 weeks, I would say maybe. I think it just depends on how often I journal within a day or a month, something like that. And, the pages are pretty small, and sometimes I often will tape in or decorate or use an entire page and just put like a few pictures or something, and then my mood will definitely change the way I journal. I recently switched out some inks and some pens, and I was just feeling more motivated to use this particular pen, which is my new Kaweco Midnight Green one, and I switched it from the black lavender to the ancient copper, and for some reason I like the nib a lot more. And I don't know if it's just because the ink is a much more maybe flowy or darker ink than the lavender one, but I love it so much more now. And I may hold off on buying a black medium nib for this pen now. And I figured that changing the ink may change my feelings on the nib, but I wasn't sure. So I finally made the effort to clean out some pens and switched around some inks. I put lavender black in my TWSBI Iris, and I put a Sailor Pine, I think that's what it's called, in my All-American, which I'm writing with now. I know there are some inks that I'm just going to feel attached to, in certain pens. And for the most part, if I really like an ink, I stick with it in a pen that I've, first or originally filled it with. The All-American has had ancient copper pretty much since I've purchased it. I think I filled it with maybe 2 other inks, and then as soon as I switched it to ancient copper, I haven't switched it with any inks. Sierra Mist in my Sage Kaweco is another pen that I pretty much, this is the ink that I always put in this pen. And the same goes for my Kaweco Student. It has had Diamine Salamander in it, I think pretty much since purchasing it. Maybe I've had Safari in it maybe once or twice, but after I put Salamander in it, that's pretty much what it's had. And like I've mentioned several times, I really love matching my inks with my pens, and that's what I have been doing since starting my pen collection. Most of my inks match the body of the pen in some way, not necessarily green all the time. For instance, I do have ancient copper in my Kaweco Midnight Green, and that orange just looks so good with that green colored body pen. But anyway, I know this video has been pretty short. I've just, like I said, been feeling like I've been in a funk, but I feel like I may be getting out of it just by doing the things that I enjoy doing most, like journaling. What are some ways you cope with a funk? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.